I'm just going to quickly move on to the questions. So I've got a list of questions here, as you can see. So question number one, which currency should I take with me? Whatever country you are from, obviously if you're watching this from the UK, you'll be taking the pound. So £50 to £100, whatever you need from here to go there, because when you go to the airport you might need to buy food or might need to buy snacks or SIM cards and that as well. All the brothers who are from Scotland, I would say change your money to English pounds because they won't accept Scottish pounds there. I always take about £50 worth of reals with me before I go to Saudi. I don't want to change all my money here because the rate here is not as good as Saudi. I found the rate to be much better in Saudi than here. Makkah was very good. Medina was even better. In case I get sick, do I have access to a hospital? Yes. Every Haji is covered free of charge. Subhanallah. Allah's amazing. Every Haji is covered free of charge. So if you become ill, you have to go to hospital, you don't need to pay for that treatment. It's free of charge. But obviously, prior to going, make sure you have insurance, travel insurance. Make sure your travel insurance covers you for the pilgrimage to Makkah and Medina. What are the things I need to wear? I would probably say light cotton clothes, jubbas, light coloured jubbas, shalwar kameez is brilliant as well. And underneath your jubba you can wear shorts or you can wear 3/4 because it is very, very hot there. You can wear t-shirts, joggers, things like that as well, but just make sure it's appropriate clothes and make sure the t-shirts you're taking doesn't have any faces or any kind of rude statements on it, just because you go to the house of Allah, so you want to make sure you are dressed modestly as well. For the sisters, jilbabs, scarves, I don't know much about that, but you're going to a hot country, so pack accordingly, inshallah. Can I wear my watch, glasses, contact lenses while being in ihram? Yes, you can. There's no kind of restrictions on watches, on glasses, on contact lenses. You can wear that in ihram. But again, all these questions they've got an answer for them, but if you're in doubt, check with your local scholar, inshallah. Can I drink water from the taps? It's not recommended. I wouldn't recommend drinking tap water. I would probably say drink bottled water only, or if you want to drink your fizzy juices, you can do that as well. There's plenty of juices, fruit juices, milk, energy drinks, you name it, you get it. There's even Budweiser, obviously alcohol free Budweiser, but there's a whole range of things. Are we allowed to bring Zamzam with us? Yes. All airlines are aware that you need to bring Zamzam, but again, double check, triple check with your airline or with your tour operator that are you allowed to bring Zamzam back to the UK. Because we're from Scotland, me and brother Rizwan got our own flights from Scotland to England and joined our Hajj group from Heathrow onwards. Coming back, we had a problem because our Zamzam was with us until Heathrow. Coming back from Heathrow to Scotland, it was a domestic flight. They didn't accept any water, so alhamdulillah, my in-laws, may Allah bless them, they came and met us at Heathrow and took our Zamzam and other excess luggage we have. So again, make sure your luggage, make sure your Zamzam is all looked into, make sure you triple check that, and you get confirmation from the airline as well as your tour operator. In order to take Zamzam back to the UK, you'll need to take in the box, so I'd probably advise get that wrapped if you can. The bottle will come wrapped in plastic wrap, but it will be boxed. You see my previous videos, my Umrah video, the boxes basically, when they get handled throughout the different airports, it's a box, it's bound to be damaged. So if you want to wrap it even further, you can do that plastic wrap at the airport as well. But again, don't be hustled out of Zamzam, because some people do charge 50 or 70 real, believe it or not. But roughly, I think it's about 20-25 real you need to pay for it. Zamzam, it's free, it's just a packaging you need to pay for. You can go and fill it up yourself, but again, think of hundreds of thousands of people doing that as well. So to avoid time wasting and to avoid unnecessary hassle, I would say just pay the 25 real. Next question, do we have to pay for laundry, room service, special orders? Yeah. You are responsible, and the group will not be allowed by the hotel management to check out if one person doesn't pay his or her bills. So if you get room service, don't expect the company that you're going with to pay that. Room service, laundry might be available in some packages, I have seen that, but again, check your package what exactly is included. Laundry, It can be expensive depending on what places you go to. Usually you get services where in Medina they come and pick up laundry from your hotel. We had that in Makkah as well, mashallah, where the guy came and did it. But again, it may turn out to be quite expensive, so just be careful in regards to that as well. Do we have access to the internet? Yeah, there's internet. Obviously check this prior to going. There may be Wi-Fi in the hotel you're staying at, they might not be. There may be internet around the food courts, things like that, to let your family and everybody know that alhamdulillah you've arrived, you're ready to go to Hajj. But I would probably say internet, keep that used to a very, very minimum. We used it in Medina a lot for Skyping. So Skype with my parents, alhamdulillah, they're very happy to see me and vice versa. Could I use a stool or a wheelchair in the haram? Again, yes you can. The stools can be bought from shops in Makkah or Medina. Wheelchairs are available there. I think in my Umrah video I have put down, I've actually shown you that underneath, beside the clock tower, there's a bridge that goes to the haram. Just underneath the bridge there's I think it's a government facility that actually supply wheelchairs, but you need to give them your passport or your Hajj card or ID card, something like that, to get the wheelchair. And then once you do tawaf, you hand the wheelchair back and you get your ID back. If I lose my wuzu in the haram in Makkah, Medina, how do I renew it? It happens. You might break your wuzu. If you're, say for example, doing tawaf, then what you need to do is you need to stop your tawaf and go outside the haram and use the toilets. The toilets are underground outside both harams. The only place for wuzu is in Makkah on the top floor. When I went for Umrah, the thing that I would do from time to time would be sleep from Maghrib till Isha on the rooftop. Amazing, recommend it inshallah. And obviously when you sleep your wuzu breaks, so there are taps upstairs on the rooftop to do wuzu. So there's no toilet facilities, but there's taps for wuzu inshallah. If I finish all my Hajj rituals, what is the best thing I can do before the last tawaful wada? Make nafil tawaf and pray consistently in the haram. Make dua for everybody, make dua for me, keep your zikr up, your ibadat, your durood. In Medina, what's the best times to visit the Rawda or Riyaz al-Jannah? I probably say about 3 hours before Fajr. So generally after Isha people are there, but they go away obviously to sleep in that, and some people come back about 1-2 o'clock. Probably 1-2 o'clock is the best time, but again I'm going to make a separate video on Medina, and sisters just need to be careful because there's different select times to visit and say salam. Where should I keep my documents and valuables? I've put them in a safe in your room or in a general safe. Don't walk around with your documents, ID or wristband. Don't walk around with your passport, your documents, your valuables. Your ID or your wristband should be enough in regards to that. Have a passport copy on you at all times. They may need to see it. Alhamdulillah, it's never happened to me, but I've heard that, you know, always keep it just in case they need to see it. Who should I talk to if I am lost in Makkah, Medina, Mina or anywhere else? I'll probably say talk to a policeman or a fireman. Again, the language barrier is the main concern. When you talk to policemen, they're, from personal experience, they're quite angry. Not angry, but they're quite moody. The only time, subhanallah, right, when it comes to the day of Arafat, the only time the police were polite, so as I mentioned, this is not for everybody, but from what I kind of got, was on the day of Arafat, a policeman actually stopped me and said, make dua for me. So on the day of Arafat, the police, one of the policemen, he stopped me and he said, brother, make dua for me. Like, obviously it's not in English, but I got what he was saying. And I was like, wow, I was like, this is a day where everybody wants you to do dua. Amazing. And the next one is, how much money should I take, and is it ATM machine? Again, the money thing I've addressed already. ATM machine, there are ATM machines, but again, don't count them. How do we get a SIM card when we reach? I've heard there are a lot of queues, and it's very hard to get a SIM card. Well, during the Hajj period, it was alright to get a SIM card, but during the Umrah period where I went in April this year, it was very hard. It took me 3 days to get a SIM card. So what I would say would be is, when you arrive in Jeddah, you will get cleaners who come up to you and say, do you want a SIM card? Do you want a SIM card? Do you want a SIM card? When I went to Umrah, they asked me, do you want a SIM card? And I said no. I thought it was dodgy. I was like, no, I don't want a SIM card. And 3 days later I couldn't get a SIM card, because every time I'd go to the company, they would say, sorry, systems are down, and they would ask for your passport copy, and when I actually brought it, they said, okay, sorry, systems down. They kept saying it for some reason, and then when I actually arrived in Makkah, there were so many people at each mobile phone shop. It's very hard to actually get a SIM card. Do the food outlets accept credit card, debit cards? To be honest, I haven't come across any food outlets that accept cards or credit cards or debit cards.